Topside Dual by Dovpo and TVC, the Vapor Chronicles. Obviously, second edition, we had a single battery Topside out round about October time. This seems to be all the hype. Anybody that's using a dual battery Squonk mod tends to have one of these, and to be honest, since getting it I can totally see why. Two 18650s in the bottom there, you've got a 10mm Squonk bottle, and it fires very, very well. So let's go down below, have a quick unboxing, then we'll come back up top and I'll let you know what I think. So here we have it, the Dovpo Topside Dual, made in collaboration with the Vapor Chronicles. This is the red version. There are other colours available. So on the box, basically tells you what features there are. So it's a TVC creation, 10mm top fill, takes dual 18650s, which will allow it to power up to 200 watts, and it's also compatible with temp control, NI, TI, SS, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. And on the front here you also have a picture of the mod, which I must say is pretty lovely. With great power comes great simplicity. And on this side, a TVC creation, black bit, and here we have the contents of the box. So one Topside Dual box mod, I would bloody hope so. Two 10mm Squonk bottle kits, so it is quite nice. They've included a spare, accessories, etc, etc. And on the back, so we have a wee blurb. The Topside Dual is the newest version of the Innnovative Topside Squonk mod, etc, etc, blah 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 blah. How to put the Squonk bottle in and out without being an absolute numpty. And then just some contact details and a scratch and sniff right at the bottom there, and all your usual warning logos there. To get this open is just push this off here. Excuse the pen in my hand, but I've been busy. A wee bit of residue there just for liquid. Give that a wee shuggle, and this is what you will then be presented with. So you'll get a Topside Dual card, user manual. You're also going to get a USB cable, which is just included in the wee box here, but I'm not going to show you that. And you're also going to get a spare 10mm Squonk bottle. Now if we take this out, this is what we are here to see. So this is the Topside Dual 18650 mod, and it is a nice little mod, as you can see here. So starting at the top, you've got your spring mounted 510 with Topside Dual written around the outside there, and then this is actually where you're going to fill this up. So we'll give this a wee, you push down and screw on it, it will eventually loosen, and then that just pops out like so. And there you have some really nice big fill ports for filling your Topside up. And then to put it back together, you just go like that, push it in, and give it a twist. Super easy, so there's none of this taking the bottle out, trying to fill it up without squeezing it too hard, and then try to push it back in without squeezing it too hard, and generally making a mess with loads of liquid. This kind of eliminates that, which for me is a huge, huge, huge positive. Working our way down, the Squonk bottle itself here is really nice to use. It's fairly, I would say fairly soft, but not overly so. You get just a bit of nice amount of resistance here when you're trying to Squonk with this. And then coming round, you've got your USB charging port, or upgrade, firmware upgrade port, sorry, which will take up to 2 amps at a time. I do not recommend you try and charge batteries through any device. Always try and use a proper charger. Now, coming down the front here, we have your fire button, which is a typical 5 on, 5 off, 3 lock, 3 unlock screen here, and then your up and down buttons in order to put your watts up and down. On the bottom, we have Dovpo and a TVC creation again. This slides, I'll just show you, slides like that, and open, and that is it, ready to go. Wee bit of liquid there. I have noticed occasional wee bits of liquid just around this kind of area, although it's never been anything disastrous. To pop the bottle out, which I'm not going to do because then we are going to get more liquid, you are basically just putting your thumb in there, getting a bit of pressure and sliding it out, and that will bring your Squonk bottle out. There's no point in me taking it out, it's a Squonk bottle, deal with it. So let's pop some batteries in here and try not to throw my mic away again. So that slides in like that, slides in like that, push it over and clip back in. It's simple as that, really easy. Now let's enter the menu. So this screen, I just find it very dull. So you're holding the fire button and this button to the left to get into the menu options. And from there you can go through your power, NI80, etc, etc, which we don't really care too much about. There is no option to control the screen brightness that I can find, and there doesn't seem to be any hidden menus at all. So this dull screen that I've got at the moment seems unfixable, but we will see if we can do anything else with it eventually. So this is a DIY recipe. It's strawberry, vanilla custard and yellow cake and cinnamon roll, and it's bloody lovely. That should probably do it just now. Set that down, and then really simple to get back on, as I showed you before. There's a spring there. Pop it in, push it in, and start turning it. It'll find its own way into the grooves, and that is you. So in terms of height, you're looking at 88.5mm by 54 by 42mm, which I think I forgot to add in. So that's pretty much it. We'll take it back up top, we'll let you know exactly what I think, and give it a wee bit of a rating. So we are back up top with the dual topside here. Generally this will have positive points. There's very little bad to say about this, to be fair. First point is probably the weight. It does feel pretty heavy. My last review was of the recurve mod, and I'd say this is a wee bit heavier. This is, I think, 320 grams with, or just over that, with a couple of batteries in it. So the weight might be a wee bit of an issue for some of you, but personally I like a nice heavy mod. It is made of zinc alloy and it feels pretty sturdy as well. This is not going to fall to bits the first time you drop it. In terms of aesthetics, look at this and you think that cannot be comfortable to hold. It actually is really comfy to hold. I'm kind of got it like this. So this finger is on the fire button and I can squonk with my thumb, but you can flip it round and do probably a middle finger on the squonk button and fire that way. So it actually is surprisingly comfortable to hold in the hand. I have probably average sized hands, however, and I have heard of some people with small hands struggling to get their hands round about it. Not an issue for me, but potentially an issue for some of you out there. So I did mention earlier that my screen was pretty dull on it, and I think this could be a one-off issue. I'm not too sure, but there basically is no way of controlling your screen brightness that I'm able to find. I couldn't see anything in the manual about how to control your screen brightness. So a wee bit of a negative point is just that dull screen. When I was outside with this, I couldn't see what wattage I was vaping at all. So temperature control, I hear it works. That's as much as I'm going to touch on that, because fuck temperature control. At the moment I have the Widowmaker RDA on top of this, and it seems to be a really nice combo. I've got a couple of aliens at 0.3, so together they're coming out at 0.15, and the sweet spot that I'm finding is roughly around about 70 watts. So let's have a wee look at the vapour production there. Lots and lots of power coming for that mod, so the vapour production's great and the Widowmaker flavour's fantastic anyway. So it's 70 watts, it's really nice. Now this can handle up to 200 watts, so let's try not to blow my head off. Yeah, pretty hot, but it does it. Maybe not quite 100, maybe not quite at 200 watts here, but it's only a dual batteries that I've got in there, and they're not impressive batteries. So managed to avoid any dry hits, well squonked Widowmaker in the top there. But yeah, the power in this thing is absolutely fantastic. It does what it needs to do. The battery life as well seems to be utilised really well. It doesn't seem to eat through batteries like a lot of dual battery mods do. Even non-squonkers, just sometimes they tend to absolutely chow through batteries. I think that's a Scottish word you might not understand. Chow. They chew through batteries. Every now and again I'm having to maybe give this wee bit of wipe. There can sometimes be a wee bit of liquid gets in there, but it's nothing dramatic and it's no absolutely flooding it that's going to ruin anything. Filling it is a huge positive for me. Unscrewing this and just popping it off to fill it up is fantastic. Most squonk mods that you get, you're having to unscrew the bottle, take it out, try not to spill it all over yourself while you're doing that. You're then having to unscrew the wee silly top bit for your Squonk bottle. Try and sit that somewhere that you're not going to want, that's not going to get liquid everywhere. Then you're trying to fill it up, and then you have to screw the lid back on. And while you're screwing the lid back on, you're trying not to squeeze it too hard, because you end up having just shooting out the fucking top of it, or it oozes over the side. And then you have to try and push the Squonk bottle up into the wee pin again, and you get more liquid places. So this is a really, really nice way of doing it that Topside, that Dovpo have come out with. It's so much easier, and you've also got your other bottle there which you can actually fill up and take with you wherever you go, so you can have 2 Squonk bottles all the time. So really impressed with this. To be honest, since I've got this, I probably haven't sat it down at all. Ronnie Campbell gave me a wee shot of this to review for him, and I think he's quite anxious that I don't want to give him it back. And to be honest, I don't, but I'm going to have to. In terms of price points, for some of you it might be a wee bit steep. You're looking 70, 80 quid, maybe even a wee bit more depending where you're shopping, but it's worth shopping around. Personally, I don't have any issue with that price. I think that's fairly reasonable for what it does, for how solid it is, the quality. I'd be pretty happy to pay that kind of price for it. So the camera stopped recording there, just because it fancied doing so. I think the limit must be 10 minutes in this. Anyway, if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave a wee comment below if you enjoyed the review. If you have a Topside and you want to give your 10 pence, let me know what you think down below, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button as well. Also, don't forget to head over to VapeTube. All my content is dual uploaded to YouTube and VapeTube, because VapeTube are not as likely to whip it from underneath me as YouTube are. So once again guys, I have been PudPus, and thank you very much for watching. It is really much appreciated, and I will see you in the next video.